Welcome back, viewers. Thank you very much for staying tuned. And once again, we're back to the studio. I want to ask you a few more questions. There's loads to ask, really. We've recently been seeing you a lot on Facebook, papers, everything, and TV. BBC's featured some of your work recently, and it also came on the news. We've seen some of your fashion shows, the catwalk shows that you've done with the brand. Now, I want to talk more about your recent awards and accomplishments. Can you just tell us a bit about them? It's quite inspiring.
Yes. Well, actually, just a few days ago, I received the Best British Bangladeshi Entrepreneur of the Year 2020 from a gala dinner awards, a business awards, in the West Midlands. I'm actually from the West Midlands, so it was an achievement, and I really appreciate the recognition I received from them. It's the B3 Business Club. So that was one of my recent accomplishments. And Midlands Fashion Awards, I was awarded Best Emerging Designer of the Year. I've had another award, the MA Vision for the Future, got the Best Commercial Designer of the Year. So there are a lot of achievements that I've actually received recently, and alhamdulillah for that.
Yeah, mashallah. I've seen you've got some luggages and bags. Just want to show my viewers some of the artwork design and manufactured items there that's designed by you. And they all incorporate Bangladesh, and that's one thing I love about it. It's beautiful. Now, you have an aim about your brand. You've got some sort of vision about the brand. Can you tell us a little bit more about the aims and the vision you have about the brand?
So my vision for my brand is to be on London, Paris, Milan Fashion Week. I want to showcase my contemporary luxury brand to a worldwide platform. But I also want to always stay connected, because I'm very cultural. I love Bangladeshi culture. I love my British culture as well. So my aim is to sort of showcase that to the wider audience and have a brand that is recognized. Oh, that designer is a Bangladeshi designer. When we look at the brand Kenzo, let's say, like I'm repeating again, that's a Japanese designer. The inspiration comes from Japan. So my aim is that it could be somebody that is born and brought up in Britain, that's an English person, that could look at the brand, or even someone from China that can look at my brand and say, oh, actually, I want to wear a bit of Shunar Bangla, Fabiha Sultana, and they will say, oh, that's a Bangladeshi designer.
Excellent. Now, talking about business opportunities within the industry, what other areas of fashion that someone can go into? I know you've touched a bit on that, but other than luxury brands, and there's so many things you can do. You can design, you can create fabrics, or the movement of the materials, all sorts of things. I don't know everything, but can you tell us a bit about that? What sort of areas are there?
Honestly speaking, the surface design, yes. It's a large platform, so you can go into designing the actual materials. You can design the actual garment structure, the shaping. You can even be a CAD designer. So you just work on Photoshop and Illustrator and create patterns and prints. There's so many different outcomes that you can sort of go into within the design industry. This is why I was recommending a design degree, actually, speaking about it earlier, because it sort of gives you an opportunity to sort of understand what you are better at. For me, I realize I'm very skilled at creating prints for my designs. However, maybe in marketing I wasn't as strong. So it allows you to sort of understand what your strengths and weaknesses are, and it sort of, a degree also helps out with how you can market your brand. It teaches you about the business side of of fashion, of design. So this is why I personally recommend a design degree as well. Sorry, I know I went back to that, but I think it's very important for people to understand it's not just about designing, cutting and sewing. It's actually, you sit there and you actually have to write assignments and you have to research and see what's on trend. You can go into trend forecasting as well. You know, that there's a massive, major platform out there for that. Color forecasting. So there's brands like WGSN that you can work for, who are actually trend forecasting, who's a trend forecasting company that looks into trends that will come out in the next 5 years' time. So there's different opportunities out there within the industry.
So many, isn't there? So many areas.
Yes.
Okay, viewers, I'm going to tell you something actually, and it's difficult for me to say this, but actually it's going to be a secret for the rest of the show. I have a secret, and I'm going to tell you this secret just before the end of the show, right? And I'm going to keep it a secret for now about today's show. Now, Fabiha, can you tell me, the industry is still competitive? Although there's a great opportunity there, it's very competitive.
Yes.
And how can one still be confident to be go into the industry and move on like how you're doing it? You know, what's your thought process behind that? What makes you feel that you can do it?
Oh, I think because I want to sort of break barriers. For me, that's a challenge, and for me, I really enjoy challenges. So I want to go forward, and I want to, you know, be a female who has done that. You know, so for me, that is probably my biggest aim.
Okay. You've mentioned your interest in fashion and design. Do you have anybody in your family who's also in the same industry, maybe doing something different in the same industry, or about grandparents or anybody who's been in this line of business?
Yes, so I've heard from my parents, you know, my great-grandfather, my granddad, you know, they had businesses within the fashion manufacturing side. So they had manufacturing businesses in Calcutta. This was when Bangladesh and, you know, and India were all a part of one country. So
you are following some footsteps there? Yes,
definitely. I would definitely say that I am following footsteps. I think now that I'm from the younger generation, I'm just helping, you know, sort of excel within that platform and showing the wider audience or my family that there's better opportunities out there within that market. And about family, I'd say that yes, I have some cousins who are also studying within fashion as well. So it's nice to see that my extended family are also, you know, taking the opportunity of fashion design and, you know, creating their own career pathways.
Okay, viewers, you know, I'm smiling and I'm finding it difficult to keep this secret any longer. But what it is, the truth of the fact is, here's the secret. Fabiha Sultana is actually my niece, and I tried to keep this professional as possible. But you probably... I found that I was a bit nervous today, but however, Fabiha, thank you very much for coming on the show. I wanted to keep it professional, really. Viewers, again, I kept it a secret from you because I wanted to keep it professional, and that's how we do business. Keep it professional. I mean, yourself is in fashion. We have Sadia Sultana, who is doing textile and surface design, and she's excelling really well as well. She's doing really, really good. So I'm really proud of you as my niece, you know, who's really working hard to achieve these big dreams, you know, and you know, you've got the support of your family, your mom, dad, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins. You've got the support of us.
I've got support from you as well,
and we're really proud of that. We're really, really proud of that. Now, viewers, we are coming to the end of the show. Do you have any advice to my viewers, whether they're students in the fashion industry or parents, anybody else? What advice would you give?
I would definitely give advice to the females out there. If you are wanting to go within this industry, or sort of if you want to study within the fashion industry, you definitely should, because there's a big potential there, and you shouldn't be afraid, you know. Fight your fears and go forward and achieve your dreams and your passion. Take it forward and just go and do it, because that's what I'm trying to do, and I'm still trying.
Yeah, and to my viewers, I'm going to add to this, you know, please, you know, if your daughter or your son, somebody wants to go into an industry maybe you're not so happy with, let them make their choice and support them on the way, because trust me, every industry has its, you know, high peak. You know, they can excel in any industry. So if they want to go into fashion, you know, what we find, a lot of Bengali families think, not every Bengali family, but a lot of Bengali families think, oh, fashion, you know, it's hard, or it's why fashion, what can you do in fashion, and things like that. I mean, we need to stop thinking like that, because if our children want to become a big fashion designer, let them, help them, push them. That's very important. Do you have anything else to say on that? Because I think that's a very important thing, because most of our parents feel that, oh, you need to be a doctor, you need to be a barrister. You know.
There are people that I've come across in my years of study that their parents are not that supportive with them within the art and design industry, and they always used to question them, why do you want to do that, what are you going to achieve, but there's a lot that you can achieve from actually studying a creative subject. You can be a lecturer, you can be a teacher, you know. It doesn't just have to be, you know, working as a designer. I just want to
mention, you yourself lecture as well now.
Yes.
And you know, you're doing your business side, you're doing your fashion designing side, and you're also lecturing at universities, aren't you?
Yes.
So, you know, so there is a lot of doors open for you.
Yes,
you know,
of course. It's just exactly the same as studying engineering, studying medicine, studying all these different subjects, you know, law. You can create a career pathway for yourself that is successful. There's success in everything. It just depends on your determination and your motivation towards achieving the best. And I definitely recommend everyone, parents, students, children, you know, go with what you want to do, because you'll do the best at what you have passion for.
Okay, thank you very much. What about trend? Trend is moving really fast in the fashion industry. You know, how do you find that? I mean,
trends move very fast. So right now, I love bold prints. I love color blocking. I love bright colors. But I think for my next collection, I'm going to cut down on that, because I'm seeing that the trend is coming in where it's more blocked off, just simplicity. So that's my next aim for my autumn-winter.
Thank you very much.
Collection. Yeah.
Thanks for being on the show, and I myself very proud of you and your cousin sister Sadia Sultana. Very proud of you as a family member, and absolutely support you guys to do well, and I know you will. Talking about trends, viewers, I got a quote here from Gianni Versace. Don't be into trends, don't make fashion own you, but you decide what you are, what you want to express by the way you dress and the way you to live. That's gives you a lot of information there, doesn't it? And I think I should tell you this, you know, there is no substitute for hard work, and never give up. Never stop believing, never stop fighting, because you got to remember, a dream doesn't become reality through magic. It takes sweat, and that's very important. I mean, we make sure that we keep this determination, and you know, there is no way you will fail. You will succeed, and you will achieve your dreams as long you put this hard work and sweat into. And I've watched Fabiha from all the way from college to your masters. You know, you were, we never hardly found you. You were really busy, you know. And to all the successful people out there, they've all worked hard, and that's the one information and message I want to always pass on to my viewers. Please, hard work, sweat, it's important. Then you will see success, and the success will come for guaranteed. Now, viewers, we've come to the end of the show. I just want to thank you for watching us, and I just want to make sure that you know, if you haven't watched all the show, you can go on YouTube and Google, well, if you search for NTV Business Today, you will be able to see all past programs. Now also, in future, if you can't watch from home, you can watch NTV online live as well by going to our NTV website. And if you have any questions about today's show or future shows, or any advice you want to give us, please email us at businesstoday@europentv.com. I want to thank the program coordinator, Pastor Ahmed Chaudhry, again for helping us and putting these programs together, the producer, Robin Hyder Khan, and everybody who's working behind the scenes tirelessly. Thank you very much for watching the show today. Remember, tomorrow's business is business today.